Alrighty, folks, welcome to my impressions of Kuroko Basketball Season 3. So this is like RPG first. They basically talk about the first 3 episodes of an anime. I try to summarize and give you my thoughts about it, and must I say, they've improved the animation from Kuroko Basket Season 2. You can definitely see that at the beginning of Season 3's episode 1, when they show the whole Teiko middle school full of prodigies, of 5 prodigies. Actually, a 6th man, he was a shadow man, but they said 5 prodigies: Ruroto Kai, said Murasaka Bira, they said Akashi, they said Aomi, they said Midorima, and the 6th one being Tetsuya Kuroko. And basically talked about them, how after they graduated, they all went to different schools, and the menace standing in front of them basically is Seren High, and they were basically playing in the Winter Cup arc, and they were the Winter Cups. They went through different cups, and they showed, the whole, they showed a little past, they showed a little summarize each episode, and the most memorable matches. Freaking we saw Murasaki Bira and freaking Kagami, obviously freaking also crew got involved. They basically won against their school. I can't remember their school's name exactly, but they beat the Wall of Agarias in season 2, obviously, when freaking Murasaki Bira went into the zone. And must I say, Murasaki Bira in the zone to me was one of those unexpected things ever, because that man does not care about basketball at all, and him to lose concentration of everything else and just focus on the game was just very unexpected. And that was absolutely just a brilliant battle. It felt like it wasn't even a basketball game, it felt like it was a fucking game of actual war or freaking chess in there. So they were talking about the interview, whatever they won. They're gonna go in basketball monthly, and they're all doing that stuff. What was the most memorable game, whatever. The captain mentioned the shooter code game, and they basically mentioned Midorima, and Midorima was absolutely a monster. That man could shoot from anywhere in the flipping corridor. Every time they would shoot these little clips, I would remember the matches as well, and that's really good to get my memory and our memories trying to run again, because obviously when time passes, we do eventually forget. Some do remember a lot better than others, but it's good to have those summaries here and there as well. And obviously you got to see a character. Basically, he was the starter of the Teiko Middle School. He was, you could say, the previous generation of Miracles member. He really wasn't the generation of Miracles member, but before they became a thing, his name was freaking Hisaki Shogo. That was Hisaki Shogo, whatever. And he was really a talented player. And when he was back in grade 8, whatever, his hair was freaking white, but he cut it off and freaking made black and stuff. Was freaking made curly type hair. And then we could see that he was very violent, very bruteful. Freaking when Kuroko told him freaking Kagami to make up with freaking his friend. I can't remember his friend's name exactly. He did the whole makeup thing, and then freaking he went and just freaking choked Alex. And I was like, yo, dude, I really do not like Kaizaki at all. I absolutely hate him, but I must admit he has an amazing talent. And basically, he got all violent and stuff. And Akashi told him to leave the Teiko Middle School basketball team. He told him to basically, he forced him to leave. And you can see in episode 3 how he forced him to do so. Well, we did see a little bit of forcing him to leave, but we have no fully idea how did freaking Akashi force freaking I almost called him Hisoka, Haizaki to leave the basketball team. So you guys see a little bit of that in episode 3, and freaking was Kaijo versus freaking Fukuda, basically freaking Rota or Kais the Ditto versus freaking I keep forgetting. I'm doing this shit one take though. And freaking Kyoto versus flipping Haizaki. There we go. I always get the names mixed up. Freaking this was a ditto match. And how the ditto match, basically Haizaki has the ability to pillage a person's ability instead of how freaking Kais basically does, how he borrows the ability and the person can still do it. Freaking Haizaki basically pillages it so that they cannot do it again. So he's more perfected in a way, but he cannot pillage the generation of Miracles members his special abilities. Haizaki cannot copy freaking Midorima's laundering shot, or freaking Murasaki Bira's Wall of Agarias type moves, or Aomi's techniques, whatever special moves they have, he cannot copy that. And episode 2 is a little bit of episode 2 is basically a battle episode or battle chapters that calls them playing the basketball, them doing the monologues, the talkings, and the battles. We're gonna see different personalities clash. In episode 3, freaking got to see the conclusion of the match. Oh yeah, and by the way, in the first episode when they showed freaking Kagami and Aomi went in freaking, what's that word, the zone, I was absolutely flabbergasted when I saw that again. When I saw that, I was like, This is not a basketball anime no longer, kids. It is fucking war, and it was just amazing. This is basically an updated Slam Dunk with graphics with basically sci-fi type, and freaking shonen type. Obviously, it's shonen as well. I think Slam Dunk was shonen as well. I'm not sure. It's more realistic basketball, and Kuroko's like unrealistic basketball. At least in the second season and third, it became unrealistic basketball. But basically going back to the third episode, the last episode, is freaking Kais won, and he borrowed all the Generation Miracles of Generation's abilities. He couldn't copy them, and freaking Haizaki couldn't pillage them, and freaking must I say the freaking opening by Grand Radio, I found them basically from Kuroko's Basketball's first opening and for season 2 as well, and they did an absolute stellar job at it. Also doing the intermission screen as well, all updated with the team's names, the positions. So if you do forget the team name sometimes, you can actually just go to the intermission screen and just remember it. Also, the update graphics are absolutely amazing. The animation is stellar. They improved their budget. They probably got a bigger budget this time around. So it's all around good improvements. And I just cannot wait to see Akashi in action. I cannot wait to see that man in action. I believe his eye was golden. And back in middle school, his eye with 2 eyes were red. So I want to know, what is his gold eye? But I believe I saw a spoiler a long time ago for his golden eye, but I can't remember exactly. I know what it was called, his golden eye technically, but I'm not going to spoil it. But I just can't wait to see Akashi in action as well. I believe I'm forgetting some important details, so be sure to let me know in the comment section below as well if I did forget any important details. I really did enjoy, the 3 episodes they showed us so far. Obviously this is a 3rd season, so this was like, a first season. I would definitely tell you to go watch the series, but since this is a 3rd season, I think you guys, if you have not seen the first episode of Kuroko no Basketball season 3, I think you should definitely go watch it. It's amazing. It's absolutely, less griping. Oh, the episode 2, man, freaking Haizaki, I do not like him, but his techniques are absolutely just amazing. The way he can pillage the moves and then can prevent the other players from doing their moves again. Freaking how they're putting Kaijo in the back of the corner and they made their comeback. How Kaijo made their comeback towards the 3rd episode was just absolutely just flipping glorious. Animation is good. The soundtrack towards the end of episode 1 was just beautiful as well. The soundtrack for this show is just absolutely pumping and motivating as well. So that is the end of the video. Like the video if you guys enjoyed the video. Follow me on Twitter, Facebook if you guys do so. Use that to consider. Farewell.